Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we are going to talk about this question: is it possible to make everyone happy? Now, look, I have learned that making everybody happy is such a mission impossible. Truth be told, I have gone through this crisis when I was in teenager, way back in high school, that I told myself I want to make everybody happy. And I have failed by the time I said that to myself. I failed. I've never made anyone happy. I even resent them. I even hate myself. I didn't even know what I want while prioritizing other people's happiness, but I don't really know what I want. It's a noble desire to want to make everyone happy, but in reality, it's impossible to make everyone happy all the time because people have different perspectives. People are different. We have different upbringing, different needs, different values, and experiences. In other words, what brings joy to someone could not be the kind of happiness that you're looking for. What is good to someone could not be good for you. So that's how it is. One thing could resonate to yourself, but it wouldn't work to other person. Additionally, trying to please everyone often leads to neglecting your very own needs, which can cause stress and resentment to yourself and to those people you wish to make them happy. So way back before when I was younger, and I don't know how in the world I've ever thought about it. I thought it's possible to make everyone happy around me. But, since I decided to do that, I failed every minute, every hour, every day. Well, it did happen that I made some people happy. But in some point I didn't even know how to feel about it. I forgot myself. So that what happened. However, there are ways to create an environment where people or more people will feel content, understood, and valued. Therefore, it isn't possible to make everyone happy, but it is indeed possible to help people meet their happiness, their kind of happiness. Now, here are some approaches that I would like to suggest after experiencing those crises that I have in the past when I was younger. And I've learned from it, and I will promise, I swear, I will never do it again. Now, I have understood basically that in order to at least help someone or, okay, everybody feel happy, important, basically, it's important to really prioritize ourself first. Self-care. Take care of your own happiness first. Because your own happiness is just as important as their happiness. And when you are happy, when you are contented and you value yourself, it creates a positive energy that influences others. That, you don't even think about any bad stuff. If you feel any bad vibe or energy, or like you meet someone who have all the complaints in the world, you can able to still make them feel important and valued, even though you have no complaints about the world. Your thinking is different from them, but you still make them feel important and respected. In that way, even though they're not going to be happy because they're a great complainer, they still feel respected and valued. You show that because that's how you feel about yourself. So, your relationship to other people reflects your relationship to yourself. If you are happy, then it is possible to make people happy around you. Well, It could not be to the point of happiness, making all the people around you happy, but at least make them feel respected and valued and loved when you are around, because that's how you treat yourself. The second thing that you can do to be able to at least help people meet their needs to the point that they can able to find their happiness is to be empathetic and understanding to the people to people around you. You can show this by listening attentively and acknowledging the differences of people. The way uh, when you recognize that you are different, they are different, and we are here, in this room, but we have different upbringings. You came from different countries, and then I was born here. So, the way no matter how the way people think, look, behave differently, you're not against it because you do understand that differences do exist. Even, even though you are against their ideas, their propositions, you still respect it because that is theirs. And you also have yours. Now, in terms of active listening, by truly hearing what people are saying can make them feel valued and understood. This can lead to a stronger relationships and a sense of happiness to others. So once again, when other people, even though you're against their ideas, their suggestions, when you make them feel heard and valued and respected, that is enough. That's already been enough to make them feel that they also have the right to be happy, and they can choose to be happy anytime. Understand that people have different desires and priorities too, and respecting their differences is the key to fostering a goodwill. And the way when you understand people and they feel it, even though it's those are small things that can be a good head start for some people to spread the love. By the time they leave you for another transaction, or by the time they leave the room for a meeting, or they go on their way to another journey, it's a good head start. It's a good start for them to you know to spread the good news, the love, the respect that you made them feel. Now, another thing is that you can help spread the love and happiness to the people around by means of being kind and positive. I mean, genuinely positive. Even small act of kindness like, you know, gestures, giving compliments, helping someone finish their task, or even offering support can create ripples of happiness as many times as you can. When you are kind to this person might learn some kindness from you, some might gain some kindness energy from you that they can carry, to their next journey, next transaction. It starts their day beautifully. And of course, it all starts from you, from us, from ourselves. Self-care. Now, creating a positive environment could also be a source of happiness, whether through encouraging words or creating spaces where people feel comfortable and appreciated. So, the way when you make other people happy, respected, loved, appreciated, and they feel happy about it, they feel happy about what they did, they feel proud about themselves, they're going to spread that to different people, to their own network. But basically, you have to start that on your own, through your own network. Once again, let's go back to the basic number one to do this is self-care in terms of mind, body, and health. So spread the kindness and positivity. Now, another thing that you can do in order to make yourself happy, to start spreading happiness to the people around, and then, multiply it as many as you can, is set realistic expectations. Recognize your limits. Accept that you cannot make everyone happy all the time, and that is completely okay. If some people don't agree or they're not completely satisfied with you, then just accept it and move on. Get the job done. And if there are any problems, arising along the way, or even when you finish your job, then deal with it and then move on. Life is such a roller coaster. And every time you nail down problems, you solve problems, it makes you smarter, better. And that will also help you grow maturely. Now, when you set realistic expectations, this idea can even help you become authentic to yourself and not try too hard to please others. So when you are authentic to yourself, your efforts will be genuine and people will appreciate your sincerity. So some people are really good at hiding the truth, but you can't hide lies in the long time. Lies will always get away because truth cannot be hide. Truth will set everybody free, no matter how dirty it is. So be authentic, set realistic expectations, don't be too people pleasing, and in that way, people, real people will resonate on you. And lastly, to be able to help people meet their own happiness, encourage them to decide for themselves. Encourage autonomy. Help people find their own happiness and make a criteria and standards about their happiness. Sometimes happiness comes from within. Some people are happy being, having loads of money in their bank account. Some people don't give a heck about bank account. They value different stuff. They value family. So, as I've said earlier, people are different. Encouraging others to discover what makes them happy and supporting their individual growth can be more effective than trying to meet all their needs yourself. Therefore, once again, it is impossible to make everyone happy. But you can still help them, help other people, help everyone meet their happiness. All in all, while you can't make everybody happy, creating a compassionate and understanding atmosphere can contribute to a greater sense of well-being for the people around you. But it doesn't mean that you are going to overextend yourself to make them happy. If you do that, you're going to be controlled by these people. So the only thing that you can do is just focus on things that you can control. Self-care, being empathetic and understanding to others, being kind and creating a supportive environment for others in a way of, by merely just giving encouraging words and respecting people's ideas, even though it's different from your idea, and setting realistic expectations, being genuine, being authentic to yourself. Those are within your control. If you focus on things that you can't control, you are going to be surely manipulated by the people around or even to your environment. So it's way better to look after your happiness first and make people feel valued and important. It's a good start to spread happiness not only within your network but throughout the world. So if you ever love this episode today, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even an Amazon Podcast. Reinforce Me Club. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.